Missy, WB6, BJN, WB8, VMW. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, good morning, Jim. Good morning to everybody out there on a chilly morning here in Tennessee. Man, fall has certainly come to Tennessee. Let me give my conditions here. 30.27 on the barometer, way up there. It's pumped up quite a bit. We got high pressure over the area. 30.27 on the barometer and holding steady. 33.3 degrees. 33.3. I would not be surprised if the top of the car, Sarah's car, has ice or frost on it this morning. That's that cold. And I would not be surprised if the rooftops had a little frost on them this morning. Humidity, 99%. 33 on the dew point. Calm winds, clear skies, and partly cloudy skies today with a high of about 66 degrees. We'll have more on the weather later on during the net. And Jim, Sarah, and I are doing well. And going to turn it back there to you. WB6BJ.
All righty, Mark. Well, that's good news. You and Sarah are doing good. Great. All righty. Well, we'll go to Jacksonville, Florida, because they might run out of their node there, and then Ray and Fred are probably on the couch. All right, we're going to try for the short straw this morning. WHAAX, WB8, VMW.
Well, good morning there, Jim. This is K8JAX Portable Pedestrian. Sorry you got me this morning, not the short straw. Anyway, I had to wait a minute for the node to ID, and we're having a good morning. It's 54 degrees, a little chilly down here, headed up to 71 today, so it's going to be a nice day. And Rod's getting ready for the hospice this morning, so he's not long on the walk, but I'll turn it back to you there, Jim. This is K8JAX Portable Pedestrian.
Well, of course, it's always nice to talk to the pretty one, but don't want to forget the short straw. Very valuable part of that family. Well, you tell Missy and the kids and K9LUCY we said hi and stay safe and stay well. Alrighty, K5 CFY WB8 VMW. Good morning, Ray.
WB8 VMW K5 CFY. Raining, thunderstorms, supposed to be here all day today and tomorrow, and partly Sunday, I think it is. But anyway, looks like our drought is over with. But good to hear you in there, Jim, and we'll look forward to checking in with Gary in a little bit. I'll give it back to you. Hope you get all of the everybody in there. K5 CFY. Back to you, Jim.
All righty, Ray. Well, you and Fred keep warm there and stay out of the bad weather. Listen to Fred. You know, that Fred is awful smart when it comes to weather. Okay, well, see, we're coming up and we got about 1 minute before I got a call for Mr. Chipper there. If anybody wants to get in there and just say good morning, you got 1 minute.
KV8LJ.
Okay, LJ, good morning. Okay, I got 30 seconds.
Okay, just thinking about my buddy ACT, who's always so very optimistic. And I'm always the guy that's looking for trouble, and people don't like that. Well, the thing is, I look for trouble to try to fix it before it happens, so that guys like Craig will have every reason to be happy and optimistic. This is KB8LJ, back to net.
Perfect timing, LJ. Well, we all have our crosses to bear, and I'd like to do mine in sort of silence unless I can get some help. All righty, it's time for AAHCS, Custom Select in some circles. How about it, Mr. Chipper? Are you up and at it this morning, this nice, chilly, fabulous Friday? We're listening.
Good morning, Sarah and friends. CQ, this is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, Barometer Net on the W8WKY repeater 147.39 megahertz, PL 114.8. This is Control Net, open to any and all licensed amateurs. All traffic should go through net control, please. Emergency and priority traffic, of course, welcome to break into this net at any time. This morning at this ungodly hour, your net control operator is Alpha 8, Charlie Sierra, Custom Select in some circles. Other things in other circles, we won't even mention those. Name here is Gary. Good morning, Jim. How you doing? And how's that lovely bride of yours?
Oh, she's just finer than frog hair split 4 ways. Well, not quite. You know, we're old, you know. And if we can get vertical, it's a good day. So, we didn't get much porch time yesterday. It's cold out there. And then, here, Nick, he made me get up this morning and get out in the cold. Didn't take me long. You know, I went out, I stuck my little toes out there. It was cold. I come back inside, and I do all my radioing inside this morning. Alrighty, before I tell a lie, we're going to back on out of here and get into the kitchen, where I smell bacon-flavored oatmeal brewing as we speak. So, hey, Gary, you have a great day, and everybody be nice to Gary. You know, this is a Friday. He's got to slow down before he can stop for the weekend. WB8VMW, back to net, 7-3, stay safe, stay well, back to net.
All right, Jim, thanks for being here this morning and heating up the ether for me. Always a pleasure. I hate being cold, you know, so when the ether's warm, oh yeah, very, very nice. Let's get this show on the road. KD8VMM Mobile. Brian, what do we have to look forward to out there?
Hey, good morning, Gary. Everybody on the net. I had 40 degrees up my QTH. I had clear skies, too. Seen a lot of stars. Rolled into Cross 21 just after Wadsworth. Started raining a little bit, so the roads are damp. So some of that lake effect rain rolling down south. And that's what I had. So smooth run in Akron this morning. See what happens today. So it's supposed to be in the 50s all weekend too. So I don't mind it though. And looking for DX. Good weekend for DX with CQ Worldwide. Single sideband version. So. And have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. K8VMM, and I'll be clear.
W8WKY.
All right, Brian. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. Yeah. All right, Brian, thanks for that. Sounds like smooth sailing, smooth running, or whatever you want to say. Yeah, I think it's supposed to clear up this afternoon. A little wet out there right now. KD8VMM, we're going to clear with you, Brian. Thanks for being here this morning on this fabulous Friday, and we'll talk to you again next week for sure. All right, let's head out to the break limo. KE8TLB, Randy. How you doing this morning, sir? This is AA8CS and Ray, K5CFY. You're on deck.
Hey, good morning, Gary, and good morning all you groovy people out there. This is Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB, Randy in break limo. Man, what a beautiful morning this morning. I love this cool weather. Yeah, Gary, today's short day, I think. No. So, yeah, today's short day. So, looking forward to that. Might go home and lay down and take me a nap and rest a little bit. Still ain't feeling very good, so, yeah. So, hope everyone has a great weekend. I think I already said that, and I better get out of here back to my workstation. Thanks for getting me in, Gary. This is Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB, 73, God bless. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Thanks, Gary. You're a groovy cat.
Oh, yeah, feeling groovy. That's right. I slowed down. I was moving too fast. Take care, man. We'll talk to you again soon. Clear with TLB. Let's pick up Ray out in Tulsa, K5CFY. Good morning, Ray. How you doing this morning? And Nancy, OZZ, you're on deck.
AHCS and the net. This is K5CFY. Good morning, Gary. Well, we got a rainy day here today. It's, I think, 57 degrees, rain and thunderstorms all around, but we need the rain. But anyway, it looks like it's going to be an indoor day, so good to hear you in there, Gary. Thanks for doing the net. Always do a wonderful job, and good to hear everybody. Hope you have a fabulous Friday, because it is. Back to you, Gary. K5CFY.
All right, Ray, you got the message, because it is. There you go. Thank you so much for that. All these months of pounding that message, and it finally got through. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. That makes me feel great. All right, K5CFY, because it is. There you go, Ray. All right, let's clear with CFY, and let's stay out there for a minute or two. KI5OZZ. Nancy, how you doing this morning? Got everything all lined up? Everything working smoothly? A well-oiled machine, I take it? KI5OZZ, this is AA8CS.
AA8CS and the rest of the Barometer Netizens out there, good morning from KI5OZZ. I don't know about well-oiled, because I've got the creaks and the pops and the squeaks, and the parts of the appendages like to complain. So there you go. Coffee helps a little bit, but it doesn't have much oil in it, so there you go. Well, it's raining here today, and looking forward to seeing how much that we get, possibly even 3 to 4 inches over the entire weekend. But if it takes all weekend to get here, we'll definitely take it, because it'll soak in, and it has so far. So good stuff right there indeed. Pass it back to you. Everyone have a fabulous Friday. KI5OZZ. Back to you, Gary.
Yeah, it's almost like I don't know. It was a real dry summer, real dry. I know that we were flirting with the term drought out here as well. Just very, very much under the normal rainfall amount, though, for sure. All right, Nancy. Well, like the Tin Man said, give me some more oil. Give me, give me some more oil. Oh boy. So take care. Thanks for being here. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. KI5OZZ, we're going to clear with you. Let's head down to Jacksonville. K8AMX, Wendy, how you doing? And how's Rod doing, too? I know he's getting ready for hospice on Fridays. So clue us in on what's going on down there. I got to tell you, we drove through Jacksonville coming back from Daytona, what was it, 2 weekends ago. And beautiful, beautiful city. I got to tell you, it's just gorgeous. Anyway, over to you, K8 AMX AA8CS.
Well, good morning there, Gary. This is K8JAX, Portable Pedestrian. And we're having a great morning down here, a little chilly, 54 degrees, so feeling cool for Jacksonville. And yes, it is a beautiful city. We're happy to be here close to our daughter and had a nice weekend last weekend celebrating my mother's 100th birthday. Our daughter and our son-in-law were there with us, so it was just a great time. And we're headed up to 71 degrees today. And Rod's doing just fine. We're planning to go to the Earth Show this weekend, so that'll be a lot of fun. So I'm so glad to hear you on the radio again there, Gary, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll turn it back to you. This is K8JAX along with K9LUCY. Back to you, Gary.
I did say AMX, didn't I? Oh, man. All right, now you guys understand a little better why I think of this hour as ungodly. Yeah. I normally mangle them anyway, but at 7 a.m., I mangle them even more. All right, Wendy, thanks for being here. And tell Rod that we all said hello, and, of course, scratch Lucy behind her ears for me. And congratulations on your mom's 100th birthday. That's just fabulous. I assume you went up to Pittsburgh. If you're still there, is that right? Did you guys go up to Pittsburgh?
We actually flew into Latrobe. We could have flown into Pittsburgh, but we flew into Latrobe, and our families are out Johnstown, Somerset way, so that's where we went. K8JAX, Portable Pedestrian. Back to you, Gary.
All right, Wendy. Again, tell Rod I said hello, and you guys take care. Have a fabulous Friday, because it is Fabulous Friday. K8JAX, we're going to clear with you. And let's see, we're going to get our mobiles in here now. If I can do that, let's see. We'll try. We're going to give it the good old college try. Mobile, if you're short time or mobile, come on down. This is AA8CX. We're going to get you in before you get destinated. And I'm listening.
Net Control, please copy. November 8, X-Ray, November, Victor. Name is Jeff, and I'm mobile.
This is Kilo, Julia 5, Delta, India, Tango. This is Matthew of Arkadelphia saying good morning.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Tango Uniform, KF8, ETU, Adam Mobile.
W8WKY.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Kilo Oscar, K8 QKO, Nick and Akron Mobile.
AA8CS, this is Kilo Delta 8. Sierra Lima Golf, TD, this LG. Nick, down the farm. Put me at the back of the short bus, please.
KSFQ, just put me clear down at the bottom of your paper, KSFQV.
Kilo 4 Oscar Golf, K4OG. Your bus is going to do a wheelie back there.
November 8, Yankee Mike Yankee on 8YMY will be in and out this morning, 7 degrees, Gary.
Alpha Delta 8 Papa Juliet, AD8 PJ Al in Solon. I'll be in and out this morning.
All right, nicely done. Here's who we have. If I can get this straight. All right, N8, XNV, Mobile, Jeff, stand by. We'll get right to you. We also have Matthew from Arkadelphia, KJ5DID, at the back of the bus. KF8ETU, Mobile, Adam, stand by. QKO, Nick, you're also mobile. Got you in the log there. KD8SLG, back of the bus. Hey, keep them down back there. I'm trying to do business up front. KF8CFC was in and out. K4OG. What can I say? Oh, God. N8YMY was in and out. 88PJ in and out. Mark, your wish is my command, buddy. I'm going to get you in after this round. Okay, buddy. Thanks for doing that. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay. To the top. N8XNV Mobile. Jeff, go ahead. This is AA8CS. And ETU, Adam, you're up next.
Good morning, Gary, and everyone on the net. This is November 8, X-Ray, November Victor. Headed towards Strongsville this morning. Currently at Route 82, Columbia Station area right now. 41 degrees in the truck. Fuel station just a little bit back by Route 83 and 82 was 288. Everyone have a safe day. And this is November 8, X-Ray, November Victor, back on net.
All right, Jeff, safe travels out there. You take care and stay dry, at least this morning. I think it's going to clear up a little later, but in the meantime, be safe, stay dry. There you go. Sounds like an adage. All right, Adam, you're up. KF8, ETU Mobile, AA8CS, and QKO, you're on deck.
AA8CS, this is KF8ETU. Everyone on the net, good morning. It's been a really busy week with trying to get a project done, but we've successfully finished it, and they're going to have a grand opening tomorrow with people from all over the country. So been a crazy one to get it done, but looking forward to getting that project off the list. And we're also going camping this weekend down in Mohican, so a little rest and relaxation, and some time with family. So hope everyone has a great day and a great weekend. I'll say 73 is KF8ETU. Back to net.
KF8ETU, Mobile, AA8CS on this end. All right, Adam, thank you very much for being here on this fabulous Friday. October 24th, man, we are getting dangerously close to winter. Yes, we are. All right, Adam, enjoy Fabulous Friday, and in the meantime, have one. KF8ETU, we're going to clear with you. Let's pick up Nick. Nick at night, KE8, QKO Mobile, AA8CS. How you doing, Nick? What's going on?
KE8, QKO. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, everybody on the net. Oh, this morning's so far pretty good. I'm awake. I'm here, drinking coffee. So I dropped my son off at school early. He has to go to Mass this morning with her theology class. And then picking up my mom to take her to the dentist. And then after that, I'll be back off to sit at my desk all day and try to get some work done. Yeah, that's really all I've got going on today. So with that, I guess I'll pass it back to you, Gary. KE8QKO.
All right, Nick. Thanks for being here this morning, sir. Do appreciate it. You've been getting to be quite the regular here, so thank you very much for that. Have a fabulous Friday. Lots of things going on in your life. I know you're a real busy guy. Doing very interesting things, too. Yeah, we're going to have to keep track of what's going on with you. All right, we're going to clear with QKO. The next up is SLG. Nick, I really and truly have a question. I don't know if you heard how I got AMX for Wendy, and fortunately Rod wasn't there, or I would have had a W8 AMX too. Do you think I should seek treatment, or just kick back and just let it happen as I age? I'm getting to be a little concerned. KD8SLG to take it, AA8CS. And what the heck is going on back there?
Alpha 8 Custom Select. This is KD8SLG. Good morning, Gary, and all the Barometer Netizens, because it's kind of cold this morning. Gary, just ride it out, man. You know, right now, you're still lucid enough to catch yourself, and, you know, we still respect you enough to tell you. But, you know, when you start messing up like that, as you get older, we'll just start ignoring you. I think that's how it works. I'm back here in the bus, licking the windows clean, scraping the gum out from under the seat, looking for some lunch. It's been a busy week for me, man. A lot of radio. ClubNet was fun, and then I did the Boredom Breaker Net on Wednesday afternoon and Beacon Net Wednesday night. I'm all talked out. It's almost like I have friends. Audrey and I just worked our way through the entire Yellowstone series, all 5 series. And I got to tell you, I came in from walking the dog last night, and I looked over her shoulder, and Gary, she was looking at pictures of cocks on her phone. I will not stand for that. Apparently she's attached to a Facebook group, and the folks who have chickens at home post photographs of their roosters. I'm not going to have another animal running around here on the farm. KD8SLG, back to net control.
Okay, Nick. You left me speechless. And that's not the easiest thing to do. All right. On my condition, thank you. So when people stop talking to me, I'll know it's over. All right. I got it. KD8SLG. Down on the farm. Back of the bus. Yeah, keep those windows clean. Thank you. All right, we're going to clear with SLG while we still can. Let's move on to K4, the original gangster. OG, good morning, Mark. How you doing?
AAHCS K4OG. Good morning, Gary. It's nice to catch you on the net so early. I got lucky, I guess. Yeah, I guess I was just being the bus monitor. Can't have too many people in the back of the bus, Gary. Things start happening back there. Like they start smoking stuff and gambling and making funny gestures out the back door window. So, yeah, not too many. You got to balance it like Joe does that plane of his. Anyway, don't count me out on the fox hunt. I may forget to swing by the drugstore and get my vaccinations. You know, you just never know. And don't pay it no mind. You're doing great. You haven't lost it yet. We are acknowledging K4OG because it is.
All right, Mark, thanks for that. We do appreciate that. And, I don't know. We'll have to see how things pan out here. All right, K4OG. Back of the bus monitor. There we go. We need that. K4OG, we're going to clear with you, and let's see, let's go up to Alcadelphia. Matthew, how you doing? KJ5, DIT. How's Arkadelphia this morning? This is AAHCS.
It's dry for now. Kids are up, having a good old time. Only 2 of them have to go to school this morning. The other one's off. But if it stays nice for a while, I might get to finish an antenna. Fingers crossed. I got working on it and found not all of it was there, so I had to go hunting. Got everything now. Hopefully I can put it together today. If it rains, I'm not playing with antennas, so rain around here and lightning and antennas don't mix. So y'all have a beautiful Friday. Enjoy your end of the week. 73.
All right, Matthew, very good. Good to hear you this morning, and you take care. Have a fabulous Friday. Dry in Arkadelphia. That's good news. Maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking you guys had the same situation that most of the country did with, well, I don't know if most of the country. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what Mark has to say about the weather trending and the patterns. That's always fun. Always fun. So I look forward to that coming up here shortly. That's with Mark, WB6VJN. All right, let's move on to Mark, KC8FQV. Mark, good morning to you. Thank you for being here this morning, Mark. But where else would you be if you weren't on the Barometer Net? Now, there's a question. KC8FQV to take it, AAHCS.
All right, there's all the resets I heard. KCFQV. Yeah, when I woke up, I went in there, it was 43 degrees outside. And, yeah, they're moving right along. But I seen a Facebook page of the ODOT put up about the freeway Route 8. And they're moving along there. And, yeah, they're moving along with your road up there at 77. And, you know, I got to get that app and try it when I'm down there for Route 18. I don't know what you heard. Maybe you have heard that they released, I think, about the time you were in Florida, I thought, probably, when they were talking about there's an app you can put on your phone when you're driving down, I guess it's at 18. It will tell you if there's emergency vehicles. It'll tell you when the lights are going to be changing. It'll be an interesting thing to see if it truthfully is good or bad. But other than that, hopefully Joyce is doing good and everyone else is doing good down there at your house. So, yeah, Nick, you're on the farm. Animals multiply. That's what happens on a farm. So back it comes. KC8FQV.
Okay, KC8FQV, AAHCS. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, Route 8's been, it seems like Route 8's been under construction for decades. But I'll tell you, just found out yesterday, I don't know how new this is, but 18 Market Street, as we fondly refer to it as, they're going to create that, they're going to make a boulevard out of all the way through Fairlawn past Summit Mall, all the way down to Springside. And that means they're going to put I guess, a grassy area or a large strip in the middle. And I'm not sure what that's going to look like, but that just sounds like all kinds of construction stuff going on, which, boy, I'll tell you, I don't know. I don't know what that's going to look like. Anyway, That's on tap in Fairlawn. All right, Mark, thanks for being here. We're going to clear with FQV. Let's see. This next round, I'm going to pencil in the Weather Duo N8WS and WB6BJN. Dan up on the North Coast, K8AGW, and Tom down in Canton, KA8MNT. Anybody else want to join this motley crew this morning? Come on down. I'm listening.
W8KFW, Whiskey 8 Kilowatt, Foxtrot Whiskey, Carl in Ravenna.
Alpha 8, Charlie Tango, mobile and short time. Good morning, Gary.
KC1, BQS, Paul in Maine.
Please copy. Number 7, Victor Alpha.
On Earth, Christian is back.
AA8CS,
Kilo,
this is
Foxtrot
Kilo
8,
Echo 8,
Delta
Victor,
Tango,
Quebec
Papa,
X-ray,
KF8, VTC, Glory, in and out.
All right, let me pick it up there. All right, here's who we have. W8KFW, AA8CT Mobile. Craig, stand by. We'll get to you in just a second. KC1VQS, KE8UIB. We have POE in there as well. And Lori, I have you in the log. I have you in and out. It got real messy, gang. And so what I want to do is restart. So keep her coming. But let's be nice. This is AA8CS. Still listening.
KD8, ZSH, Randy in Akron.
Please copy. November 7, Victor Alpha, November, N7 VAN, mobile.
K8CMJ on my way to babysitting. I'll be in and out.
AA8CS, this is Kilo Echo 8, Victor, Quebec X-ray,
I'll be here for
KE8VQX, Joe
weather
and
today, WB6BJ, and I think you probably already got me penciled in. WB6BJ.
November 8, Bravo, Alpha, Yankee, N8, BAY, Ralph and Stowe.
KE8 VOX at Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-ray, Scott, Vermilion.
All right, let's clean this up. KD8ZSH is in there, N7VAN mobile. Brian, stand by. We'll get to you real quick here. K8CMJ was in and out. Joe, can you come back with your call again? Prefix KE8.
Yeah, Gary, Kilo Echo 8, Victor, Quebec X-ray.
W8WKY.
There we go. Thank you very much for that. N8BAY was also in there. KE8VOX. Okay, that's who I have. Who did I miss? All right, sounds good to me as well. Let's get our mobiles in here. AA8CT, Craig, to take it. AA8CS, go ahead. And VAN, you're on deck.
AA8CS, good morning, Gary. AA8CT, real quick, I am mobile, and it is a little chilly out here, but it is a tremendous Friday, or a fabulous Friday, and because somebody on a Thursday said because we're the best-looking hams in the country that that's why it's fabulous, I don't know. You have a great day. Take care, my friends, 73s, and we will see you in the AM tomorrow. Going out looking for some boxy boxes. There you go. Take care, my friend.
see. Lady. AAHCT. All right, Craig. No, in the hobby. My goodness gracious, Craig. We couldn't possibly be the best looking hands in the whatever. I can't even keep it straight. AAHCT Mobile. All right, Craig. Whatever you said, but I will see you tomorrow. That sounds fabulous. All right, let's see. Brian, N7VAN Mobile. Good morning. Are you planning on being a Foxy hunter tomorrow?
AHCT, this is N7VAN. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, all the net. Unfortunately, no, I'm not going to be at the Fox Hunt. I've got too many other responsibilities. Regarding yesterday, I am not really sure what happened. Either I'm losing my mind, you're psychic, or I have a VH doppelganger, or it's very plausible all three are happening. So I don't know. I'm just going to say 73s all. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. N7VAN.
I'm going to go with I'm psychic. The alternative is just too painful. N7VAN, we're going to clear with you. Let's pick up KE8UIB Mobile. John, I forgot to put the M after your call there, so I kind of skipped over you there a little bit. But here we are. How you doing this morning, John, and how's things going getting ready for your new machine there?
KA8CS from KA8UIB. Good morning, Gary, everybody out there on the net. And it is a fabulous Friday morning as I'm doing this drive here from Massillon to Hartville. And, Gary, it is busy, really, really busy. And I honestly can't wait for the machine to get in. I can't wait to get it hooked up and take some pressure off of my wrists and elbows for sure. It's kind of funny because we were supposed to get a special control box built for the press. I had built one for the 2-color we have. We were going to have the manufacturer do it for us. The engineer contacted us and has no idea what I'm talking about, telling me it ain't possible, but I already have one on the other press. So, that'll credit us back $1,000 that we could put into some other items for the press, I guess. But, it has definitely been a journey, that's for sure, Gary. But thanks for asking, and, let me see. It is Friday, you guys, and I just want to make it a fabulous one. This is KE8UIB, living the $5 dream, a nickel at a time. I will hand this back over to Net Control. 7-3, y'all. Thanks for running the net, Gary.
All right, John, I got to tell you, man, you living that $5 dream, a nickel at a time, that's a model for all of us, that's for sure. Let's see, there was something else I was going to say, and it just escaped me because my senility is creeping up. All right, I guess that's it. KE8UIB, John, always a pleasure, my friend. Oh, yeah, fabulous. Yeah, no, it already is Fabulous Friday. It's up to you to have one. It's easy. Just do it. Yeah. All right. KE8UIB, we're going to clear with you. Let's see. I think that's all of our mobiles. So what I want to do now, let me just acknowledge our in and outs. We had Lori, KF8DTP, and let's see, K8CMJ was also in and out. I really want to thank you guys. In and out traffic, it just keeps us, we know you're around, we know you're doing okay, and as of yesterday, I had, let me check, 4 in and out check-ins at the end of the net that put us up to 50 check-ins on a Thursday, which is phenomenal. Anyway, please, if you're in and out, that's never a problem. Never, ever, ever. Okay, do appreciate that. All right, let's go to the top. W8KFW. Carl, good morning. What say you? This is AA8CS, and Paul, KC1VQS, you're on deck.
sorry about that as I was walking back towards the radio. Then I get called. Yeah, W8KFW here. I was over at Eddie's deli restaurant yesterday. Met some nice hams over there. I guess they have a weekly meeting over there at Eddie's, and had a really good breakfast and got to say hello to them. And what am I going to do today? Well, I'll probably take a run over to the park and do some more FT8 and some more POTA, and I'll do a little sideband. And if any of you guys want to look me up and get on HF later on, I should be either on 40 or on 20 meters, and we'll see you then. Back to net, W8KFW.
All right, Carl. I assume that you'll spot yourself. I would assume. I would. But anyway, yeah. W8KFW. Check it out. Little POTA action. Always fun. All right, we're going to clear with KFW. Let's head up to Maine. KCVQS. Good morning, Paul. What do you have for us this morning?
Well, good morning, Gary, and everyone on the net. We had a little bit colder morning today. We're starting out at 43, and it was noticeably colder when I took the pup out, so that was fall's coming. I'm reaching the end of the month. Fall's here. Busy day yesterday. I had lunch with the amateur radio group. I don't often get to do too much because it's a bit of a commute. Bangor is about 45 minutes. I think their meeting place is even like a little longer than that. But anyway, I'm getting to know those people pretty well, sort of, a few of them, and I'm just glad to be kind of getting into that. So that was fun, and that appointment, all the vaccinations are done. And I have a new toy to play with. We have a lot of leaves. We live in around a lot of trees, and we have a lot of leaves, and I've raked these things for years. It's hard, and I have to make sure I get that done before winter, or else it's really a mess. So I have a new gas-powered leaf blower, and it's got the backpack and the whole works, and I'm looking forward to trying that out. I think this is going to make that work a lot easier. I told my wife, I said, it'll probably look like Ghostbusters or something out there with this thing. But anyway, I'm looking forward to doing that this weekend and trying to get some cleanup done around here because we've had a lot of leaf drop this week. And so anyway, I'm going to turn it back to you, Gary. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll talk soon. This is KC1DQS. Back to net.
W8WKY.
Just out of curiosity, Paul, do you have a place, maybe the woods nearby or something, where a place to blow them, or do you have to bag them and have them shipped away, or how do you dispose of your leaves? Over.
I have a wooded area on one side of my house, and there's a gap between that and quite a good-sized gap between that and the next place. And so I usually just dispose of them in that area, and that's worked out pretty well, so I'm hoping to just blow them all over there. I've never done this before, so we'll see how it works, but that's my plan, or at least to get them into a pile where I can get them a little easier than I have been. But that's where I usually do it, and it's worked. So that's back to you, Gary, KC1DQS.
All right. Yeah, I was wondering if you would have something like that. The leaf blower, you'll be wonderfully amazed and quite angry with yourself that you hadn't done this, gotten your new toy, as you call it, a lot earlier. You will be. It sounds like you got a real nice one as well, so that's going to be a value add, and yeah, it's going to help tremendously. I can't wait to hear how you made out next week. All right, KC1 VQS, we're going to clear with you. Christian, KF6 POE, you are up, and Randy, ZSH, you're on deck.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 6, peace on Earth. Good to hear you, Gary. People have been saying that Oklahoma is our sister city, but when I look it up on the internet, it says that it's not a true sister city because we don't exchange foreign money or something like that, and that we have a sister city in China and Japan, and I think Brazil, the names of which, there were too many consonants, so I didn't write it down on my 3x5 card yet. But I thought that was fairly fascinating because the idea of a sister city, you know, I would think like Parma and Parma, Italy, etc. But technically it's, I guess, economic? I don't know. So anyways, that was an interesting little peek into that. This morning I woke up and listened to some shortwave on 90 or 9.395, and that was fairly interesting. I always like it when I get some of those interesting programs on shortwave. And today I have the day off, which means I don't really have the day off. I just have to go do a bunch of stuff and then maybe take a nap, and then go back to work. So with that, I'll pass it back to Net Control. Kilo Foxtrot 6, Papa Oscar Echo 73s.
All right, Christian, you threw me a curveball there, and I'm going to swing, probably miss, but Oklahoma, first off, are you talking about Akron? Maybe having a sister city, or Cleveland. I'm not sure the origin. And then in Oklahoma, what city in Oklahoma is our sister city? Supposedly, you know, and that's a very interesting topic, by the way. If you delve into it a little more, because there's been a whole lot of talk about sister cities. Yeah, there just has been. So if you would like to delve into that. But specifically, what are you speaking of this morning? Over.
I get that a lot, especially from my wife. What are you talking about? No, let's be clear. My wife, I said that we have a lot of Oklahoma ham radio operators that check in, and she does taxes for an Oklahoma company, and she said, well, Oklahoma is one of our sister cities. So then this morning I woke up because it kind of like went, well, what's a sister city? And then I started researching it, and it was like, and then AI comes back and goes, that's not technically true. You're connected to China, Brazil, and Japan. So let's be clear. I get all my news from my wife and ham radio. So, you know, there might be a little dodginess here and there. This is Kilo Foxtrot 6, peace on Earth, clear.
All right. Yeah, I was always a sucker for curveballs. All right, Christian, very good. Well, we do affiliate with Sarah. We just have our friends out in Oklahoma, and we have friends everywhere, actually. That has grown, but we do have an affinity for the folks out basically in the Tulsa area, and there's friends all over. We just talked to Paul, VQS, in Maine, Infield, I believe it is, Maine, and let's see, Mark BJN down in Clarksville, Tennessee, and he's become a regular on the net here, giving us a splendid weather report, which is coming up here shortly. And which reminds me, let's get to it. All right, Christian, thanks for that. Randy, you're up. KD8, ZSH, AA8CS. Brian, whoops, sorry, talk to Brian. Let's see, KE8VQX. Joe, you're on deck.
KD8 CSH. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, everybody. Not much going on. Just wanted to say hi. We're going to be going out later celebrating my daughter's birthday. I hope everybody has a great day. I looked at the weather forecast this morning, a little bit of rain this morning, and then it's supposed to be cloudy for the rest of the day, so doesn't sound like the day's going to be too bad. Well, you guys have a good one. Be safe out there. This is KD8, ZSH clear, and back to net. 73s, everybody.
All right, Randy, thanks for being here this morning. Scratch the Three Musketeers behind their ears for me, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Congrats on, it's fun to go out for birthdays. It really is. When I was growing up, we really didn't do a whole lot with birthdays. Mom would make a cake, which retrospectively thinking about that, my mom would make a cake for our birthdays, from scratch. Make a cake, yeah. Kind of a big deal, actually, when you think about it. All right, Randy, take care. Enjoy, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Joe, you're up. KE8VQX. This is AA8CS and N8BAY. You're on deck.
AA8CS. This is KE8VQX. Morning, Gary, and everyone on the net. Good to hear everybody once again. Just packing up, getting ready to go fly again for 4 days. By this time tomorrow, I'll be most of the way to Houston and then on to Cancun for 24 hours, which sounds good. It'd be nice to be in the warm, but I'm kind of over that place after all these years. Plus, I can't bring any of my toys with me. The customs in Mexico treat us a little bit differently than they do the regular folks, so bringing stuff like radios is pretty iffy. Maybe I'll throw a Baofeng in my bag. If they take that, then fine. I'll just get another one. Anyway, I'll come up with something to do. Cameras are legal, so I'll probably switch to that hobby for this next 4 days, and then be back Tuesday afternoon. So anyway, thanks for getting me in, Gary. This is KE8VQX, back to AA8CS and net control.
W8WKY.
KE8VQX, AA8CS. You know, Joe, you bring up something there. Disposable ham radio. You know, who would have ever thought that we would have like a Bic lighter? You know, if you lose it, you just get another one. That we would have like handy talkies and stuff like that. If you lose it, who cares? I think that's pretty funny. All right, Joe, thanks for being here. Safe travels, my friend. Safe travels, and we look forward to pictures would be cool. Yeah, pictures would be cool. And that works as well. It sure does. KE8VQX, we're going to clear with you. Ralph, N8BAY, good morning.
AA8CS, this is N8BAY. Good morning, Gary and everyone on the net. Not too much happening here today. Laundry day, so we're part way of the way through that. Did a little bit of financial work this morning, got that handled. Doing a little WinLink emails at the moment, and really don't have much planned for the rest of the day. Sports are pretty much done for the fall for us, so looking forward to spending more time at home and not so much sitting in bleachers in the cool weather. But glad it's over. Anyway, hope everyone has a fabulous Friday, great weekend. AA8CS from N8BAY, back to net control.
Okay, Ralph, a quick question. I think it's your granddaughter, I believe. She's in the band, I know that. Is there a pep band that she plays at basketball games? Is that a possibility? Over.
This is N8BAY. I believe the school does have a pep band that plays at basketball games. At least they did. I've even been to a basketball game in a long time. But she's never said anything about it, so I don't think that's something she does. The marching band season is over, but they start a concert band, and she plays in that. I think Stowe has four different bands, a freshman band, and then gold band, maroon band, and the wind ensemble, I think. But she's been playing in the wind ensemble, and then come February or so, they have the solo and ensemble competitions at one of the local schools, and she's been participating in that. But she's never said anything about the pep band, so I don't think that's of interest to her. I think those are volunteers anyway. Oh well. AAHCS from N8BAY, back to net.
All right, Ralph. I was just curious. Our neighbor across the street, her grandson, he goes to Ohio State. Last year, as a freshman, he tried out for the marching band, the greatest. The best damn band in the land. There we go. And did not make it, but he played in the pep band. He played at basketball games and stuff like that. And this year he did make the marching band and has just absolutely, totally enjoyed it immensely. So tell her to keep it up. Yeah, that's one of my regrets. I have a few, but then again, too few to mention. Well, I got more than that. So, but one of them is to not pursue music creation, i.e. being able to play an instrument well. And that is a regret of mine, so encourage her. Yeah, I'm sure you do. N8BAY, we're going to clear with you. Let's head up to Vermilion, KE8VOX to take it, AA8CS. Scott, you're going to get a package here. It was mailed yesterday. They said 2 days, so if something shows up on your doorstep, don't be surprised. KE8VOX, this is AA8CS.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning, all the listeners. This is KE8VOX. Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie in Vermilion, Ohio. Well, now you got me wondering there, Gary. I don't know what it could be. Already been thinking about the time change and how dark it's going to be for the November meeting there and fall apparel pickup. But I don't know. Give me something else to think about, I guess. But whatever it is, appreciate it. But up here we're starting out at 43.5 degrees, the air temperature, no rain. 1/100th of an inch of rain yesterday in the last 24 hours, but not much. A little bit of wind, 2 miles an hour out of the northwest, and we probably got, it looks like, maybe 2 footers, a little less on wave action out there on the big old Lake Erie. But been thinking about the time change, and one thing good about it is that I won't have to wake up and look out the window.
To myself, I'm going to absolutely do it, and I did it. So there you go. All right, we're going to clear with VOX. Let's stay up on the North Coast. K8AGW, Dan, good morning. This is AA8CS.
Morning, everybody. K8AGW here on a cloudy kind of weather.
going to one extreme to another. For a while it was excess heat, excess drying. Now we got to have excess water. So we need a happy medium again, don't we, Gary? But anyhow, Mama San and I slept well last night, and nice and comfortable here. But for a while I got to go out and run a couple little errands, get things done, and come back home and all that good stuff. So, yeah, they're talking about leaf removal. My age, you know, we set the mowers on mulch them up when they're dry. And if we can't get them, we put the chute on and blow them to the curbside and let the big sucker take them away. So anyhow, the piles don't get too high and don't have to lift the bags and rake and do all that. So we just put the mowers on mulch and let them do the job when it's dry. So right now it's too wet, so far so good. The weather, I mean, it's been cooperating, getting rid of them. So, yeah, we had a beautiful sunset the other night from the west there, showing on the color of the trees and everything, and appreciated the color and everything and all that. But with that, everybody have a fabulous Friday. Thanks for keeping me on deck, and I'm glad I haven't slipped off the deck there. So everybody stay healthy, stay dry, stay safe, and the best of 73, and have a good weekend. KHEW, back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right, Dan. Our very best to Mama Fran. You take care of yourself and have a fabulous Friday, because it is Fabulous Friday. All right, K8AGW, in the clear with you. Let's pick up Tom in Canton, KA8MNT. Make me laugh. This is AA8CS.
AA8CS, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Gary, and everybody on the net. Well, it's getting lighter out all of a sudden. And we're going to start today off with 39 degrees with a dew point at 37, the humidity at 92%. There's no wind out there at all right now, and we've had no rain since midnight. The barometer is sitting at 30.16, and the high today is going to be 51, mostly cloudy with a 15% chance of rain. And the critters are going to stay honkered down for the most part today. I don't think they're going to be out and about too much. Last time I saw them out, they were a couple of squirrels were wearing little sweaters to keep warm. So we'll see what happens there. Let's see, what else is going on? Not too much of anything. We didn't get a lot done yesterday. Went and got some groceries, my favorite thing, and got back, and that was about it. I played a little bit of radio yesterday afternoon, and that was all. So that's about all that's going on here. So with that, I'm going to grab a quick nickel. KA8MNT back. Just an announcement for all of the YLs and XYLs out there. When a man says he'll do anything for a woman, he means, fight bad guys and kill dragons. Not vacuum or wash dishes. And with that, I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, turning everything back over to Friday's frightful NCO, AA8CS.
That's got to be written down someplace on a stone tablet. It has to be, and that's so true, so true. I specialize in dragons, as a matter of fact, Tom. Yeah. Oh, boy. Fabulous Friday's frightful NCO. There we go. I like that. Has a ring to it, you know what I mean? All right, Tom, take care. Thanks for the chuckle, as always. All right, last but certainly never least, we have the weather duo coming up, N8WS and WB6BJN. I'll tell you, I look forward to this. I know we kind of mixed it up a little bit today, but this is it. This is the climactic end of this round. N8WS to take it. AA8CS, and Mark, of course, you're on deck.
AA8CS in the group, N8WS. Good morning, fearless leader. Good morning, everyone on the net. Good to hear everybody. Good net today. Fabulous Friday's always a good day. Oh, gotta sneeze. Hold on a minute. N8WS. Sorry about that. Not a good way to get started, I guess. Air quality index this morning's at 26. That's in the good range. And, well, I got a problem with my advertisements on my computer. They don't want to delete so I can see what I need. I got 39 degrees this morning. I don't see no frost yet. That's a good thing. Although I pulled all my other stuff out of the garden. I got a couple of tomato plants in there, little tiny tomatoes. But then I got enough of them already. Humidity 96%. Wind speed 6 miles an hour out of the west. Barometer 3018. Dew point 38 degrees. Visibility 10 miles. Wind chill 35 degrees. Frost warning till 9 a.m. Forecast for today, mostly cloudy with a high near 52. West wind 6 to 10 miles an hour. And, come back to that. Anyway, we gotta get that out of there. How are we gonna do that? Solar flux indices at 130. Sunspot number 98. A is 6, K is 2. Geomagnetic field is quiet. No east skip predicted. And no, I didn't bother checking the bands this morning. Tropo's at a 0. That's typical this time of year. SpaceWeather.com. Possible Earth-directed CME. The CME that left the sun during the late hours of October 23rd might reach Earth this weekend. NASA models suggest a direct hit on October 26th, bringing a chance of G1-class geomagnetic storms. This low confidence forecast, this is a low confidence forecast. Several overlapping CMEs left the sun on October 23rd, and they were tricky to untangle. And did you catch Comet Lemon? It's closest it's been to Earth on October 21st. And we probably didn't do that because I think it was raining. Currently, there's 8 sunspot groups on the sun. Well, I can't do anything with this one. It won't let me delete the commercials. Got my other page blocked off. So that's about it for me. Back to you, fearless leader. AA8CS in the group. 7-3, everyone. N8WS.
N8WS, this is AA8CS. Bill, I got to tell you, I'm looking at spaceweather.com. You guys got to pull up spaceweather.com and look at the picture they have on their homepage today. It's about, as Bill just said, catching Comet Lemon. I'm not going to say any more. It is the most incredible picture I think I've seen in a while. It is awesome. I'm going to screen capture that for my own benefit. I have to go to Iceland. My daughter went to Iceland a couple years ago, and basically to see auroras and stuff like that, which she did. But I got to tell you, this picture and dark skies. I would love to be more into astronomy, but around here it's just that's just a bridge too far. It's just too painful to try to be an astronomy buff in Akron, Ohio. I know they're out there. As a matter of fact, John, WATD, he's been into astronomy in the past, and but it's just painful here. It's Southern Ohio. I think I mentioned this before, Bill. We were driving back from Florida, and I saw stars out the window of the car. And it was it had been a while since I had seen dark skies. Southern Ohio might be a place. All right, let's move on with our weather extravaganza, WB6BJN. Mark, good morning to you, sir. And how you doing this morning on this fabulous Friday? And what do you have for the net?
W8WKY.
I'll tell you what. I'm doing great. If it got any better, I'd probably have to take something for it, so I won't. Happy Friday to everybody. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Let me give my conditions, and then I need to talk about what's going on in Texas and Oklahoma for people that listen from that area, especially people like Nancy and maybe a few others that listen. Currently, 30.26.4 on the barometer, and it's holding steady. 34.3 degrees, 34 on the dew point. It got down to 33.6, the coldest temperature so far this season, 33.6. I believe that they're probably on the car tops and on rooftops. There was probably a little patchy frost this morning. Let's see, humidity 99%, so that makes the dew point at 34. Last lightning strike was 5 days ago, and let's see, 0 gusting to 2 from the east on the wind. Clear skies, going to be another beautiful day. Before I get into the rest of the weather, my first order of business is to talk about Texas and Oklahoma. Folks who live in Texas, North Texas, Middle Oklahoma, and Northern Oklahoma need to stay very weather aware today. You probably have already heard that if you have a National Weather Service. There is severe thunderstorms, pretty messy situation all through Texas, a low pressure area that will eventually affect us here in the Mid-South. By the time it gets here, though, fortunately, it will not be severe, but it'll bring a lot of good rain. For Texas and Oklahoma, unfortunately, you're under a severe weather situation today. Make sure you have ways of accessing weather. There could be severe thunderstorms. There is a risk of a tornado or two. 30 to 40 knot wind shear in the upper levels, 1,500 to 2,000 joules per kilogram. CAPE, convective available potential energy. Let me take a breath. A lot of people don't understand that. That simply is thunderstorm juice, okay? Thunderstorm food. And that means that there's a parcel of air that can rise very quickly, and especially with good daytime heating. And that could produce discrete supercell development, which is could bring large hail, strong gusty winds, and heavy rain. And there's a flood risk. There's the possibility of tornadoes. So people need to be aware in North Texas. That's going to move out of West Texas today into that area. By late tomorrow and Sunday, you should be out of the woods with a colder air mass coming in, drier air mass with less chance of any thunderstorms. For the rest of the nation, it looks like we're going to get some heavy rain in the Mid-South, but the upper Midwest and Midwest looks pretty good. It's going to dry out a little bit until midweek, and then we all kind of come under the Go stop. She was going to read something. And that's going to, the system coming in midweek could bring the coldest air of the season to a lot of the Midwest and South. Hey, we're getting into fall and winter, so we'll have to see how that works out. In the tropics, we have Melissa. Melissa doesn't seem to be a problem for the U.S., and that's because there's so much cold air and there's so much low pressure that she's going to stay away from the U.S., and that's a good thing, and probably stay over the Caribbean. She will become a major hurricane as time goes on because she's over warm water and low wind shear, so things will be better. We'll continue to watch it in case it makes a turn toward the U.S., but I don't think right now there's a big problem with that. Gary, that's enough for me. We're saying lots of prayers and thinking about you folks in Texas and Oklahoma. Be safe today and keep weather aware. Back to you. By the way, in California, it's going to get fair and warmer on the West Coast. Back to you there, Gary, WB6PJ.
WV6BJN, this is AA8CS. All right, Mark, very good. Thank you for that. Great report. I really just totally enjoy listening to you and Bill. We get it from both ends. The weather, I'm talking about. A lot of fun and great information. Yeah, we do have good friends out in the Tulsa area, K5, CFY, Ray, and KI5OZZ, Nancy, as you mentioned before, and others. Arkadelphia is right out there too, real close to Texas. So yeah, we do have interested people out there listening. That's for sure. All right, Mark, you take care. Have a fabulous Friday because it is Fabulous Friday, and it's up to you to have one. So take care. Enjoy the day, and we will talk to you again next week. This is AA8CS. Let me take a moment and remind everyone that this is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net on the W8WKY repeater. Frequency 147.39 megahertz, the PL's 114.8. If you're not programmed up, get yourself programmed up and come on down and join us. It's a lot of fun. I do want to make one real quick announcement. Our fox hunt is tomorrow, Saturday, October 25th. Be there. We're going to meet at Bueller's at 10 a.m., and it's going to be a lot of fun. So tomorrow, fox hunt, 10 a.m., Bueller's in Wadsworth. All right. I'm listening for check-ins. Come on down. This is AA8CS.
Kilo Charlie 8, November, Oscar Victor 68, NOV Marty Mobile. In and out. Good morning, Gary.
WA-TXX.
Pot Toaster, Mark and Watford.
November 8, Juliet Kilo Oscar, Joe in Willoughby checking in through EchoLink.
Kilo Foxtrot 6, Papa Oscar Echo with a recheck.
Kilo 4 off with the recheck.
All right, we picked up KC8NOV. Marty, good morning. I have you in and out. Tom, WA8GXX. K8SFS Mark. Let's see, Joe's in there as well, N8JKO. Christian with a recheck and Mark with a recheck. Let's do our rechecks real quick here. KF6POE, Christian, go ahead. This is AA8CS. Mark, you're on deck.
AA8CS. This is Kilo Foxtrot 6 POE. You reminded me, Gary. You just took me back like 40 years when you talked about you got a cake, a homemade cake for your birthday. Because all I remember growing up when I was a teenager was like Chuck E. Cheese's animatronics and stuff like that, you know, talking robot dogs. And then you mentioned the cake, and I remember seeing all these pictures when I was a little kid of homemade cakes that looked like pandas with like hand squeezed, you know, droplets of frosting, and that was your birthday. Your birthday was you got like a couple presents and a homemade cake. And so I thank you for bringing me back 45 years. I don't know. So thanks for that. And you're doing a great job. Great, Matt. Back to you.
All right, Christian. Well, there was no pandas or any droplets or anything like that. It was just a homemade cake with some candles on top of it. And really and truly, I don't know that we even got presents. My dad used to tell the story that he hated his birthday, and maybe that's why we really didn't celebrate it so much, because what they did was they spanked him. Oh, man. All right, Christian, thanks for that. Glad I could rekindle some old memories there. KF6POE, we'll clear with you. Mark, your recheck, please. K4OG to take it, AA8CS. And let's see, WA6GXX, Tom, you're on deck.
AA8CS K4OG. Gary, thank you for the recheck and your time. Just trying to roust W8CD John out of his funk, because I'm sensing he's fast approaching his future and about to cross over into our future. So I'm eager to know when he crosses the international date line. That's about it. 73s, everybody. K4OG.
Yeah, roger that. Haven't heard from him this morning. I know they were going to, he was heading, what is that? That would be west, I think. He was heading west toward the Aleutians, and then they were going to head south. So, yeah, we'll stand by and see if we can pick him up. Okay, WA8GXX to take it. AA8CS and SFS, you're on deck.
Good morning, Gary. Thanks for being there. Yeah, talking about pep band. I was in our pep band for the basketball games, being a second chair trumpet player, and enjoyed all the different things we did. So, yeah, there you go. You have a fabulous Friday, and just had a few minutes here, so I had a chance to talk, but usually it's just in and out. Have a good one. Let's see, AA8CS, WA8GXX.
All right, Tom. Yeah, I know you're a busy guy and always on the run. And when you get a chance to say hello, we definitely appreciate it. You take care. You know what? I got to tell you, I don't want to lament the fact that I was negligent with my music career. I am definitely a fabulous consumer of all types of music, and I just really and truly enjoy stuff. and classical music. There's stories there I could tell you about, and right now I'm kind of involved with David Gilmour and his post Pink Floyd exploits. In my mind, the greatest guitar player that ever played the instrument, in my mind, anyway. So, yeah. Well, congratulations, Tom. Like I said, I wish I would have explored that a little more as a younger person, which probably would have served me well later on. I know it would serve me well right now. We're going to clear with GXX. Let's pick up Mark in Wadsworth, KE8SFS to take it, AA8CS, and Joe, JKO. You're on deck.
Career wasn't too good, Gary, so don't worry about it. You know, I was into guitar and keyboard. I was in a few bands, but they let me go. We got 38 degrees here. Mostly cloudy. I did look out there. There were a lot of clouds, but there was a space in between where the sun was peeking out. And so, you know, it's pretty much close to it. Going to get up to 49 degrees today. No rain in sight. That's good. Feel like 33 degrees right now. The wind is 10 miles per hour west. Aha. Gas price is 302 to 309. Most of the gas stations are 302 and 303 around. You know, there's a couple still at 309. And let me drop this for a bit. I played guitar and keyboard, and I wasn't that good at it. And a few bands told me, you know, hey, they're going to replace me. So, so I wasn't too good for a while. And I still got my guitar. Don't have the keyboard no more. Anyhow, that's pretty much it on that, you know. And, you know, doing okay and everything. Laying on my bed and listening. I played some chess games a little while ago. Won one game, lost one game online. But all of that, okay, man. So I'm going to get it back to you, Gary.
KE8SFS, AA8CS. All right, Mark. No worries on that. You tried, and you did it. So that's all good. It's all part of the experience. We're going to clear with SFS. Let's pick up Joe, NAJKO. Good morning, Joe. What do you have for us?
Good morning, Net Control, and good morning, everybody on the net. This is N8JKO. Well, we've got 47 degrees here in beautiful Willoughby, Ohio. It is cloudy. We've had the rain on and off, so the forecast seems to be right on target. So I'm looking forward to a great day. Be perfectly honest, this is the first day I felt like myself, had covered a little bit of, let's just say, my jet lag lagged. We were out in Los Angeles last Friday and flew back on Saturday, and boy, did it take Saturday to get us back. So feeling closer to normal today. Otherwise, just going to count our blessings and wish everyone a great Friday and a wonderful weekend. Please take care. God bless. N73. N8JKO, back to Net Control.
KJKO AA8CS. You know, Joe, that's jet lag is a real thing. And the 3 hours from Delta between California and Ohio makes a huge difference. It really does. When I fly from Austin, it's just a 1 hour. There's still Central Time there, and that makes a difference too. But that 3 hours from California is steep, very steep. All right, Joe, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being patient with me today. So here we are. We're at the bottom of the list. We're at the bottom of the net. We're at the bottom of the hour. We're at the bottom. Whoa. Let's make this the last call. If you would like to join us on this fabulous Friday, give me a call. I'm listening. This is AA8CS.
Kilo Delta.
Tell short timer, be in and out.
W8WKY.
KD8 NEO, Daryl in Holmes County.
Kilo Zulu 8 Tango Golf, KZ8TG Tim, I'll be in and out, thanks.
Whiskey 8, Hotel Romeo Foxtrot.
SLG with a recheck.
HRF Josh Akron, going to be in and out today, Gary. 7-3, everybody have a good Friday.
Whiskey 2, Juliet Lima, Sierra, John W2, JLS. I'll be in and out.
All right, right in the middle, right in the beginning, I got a really strong KD8, and then all of a sudden, the curtain dropped. I think there was you doubled with someone equally strong, and it just kind of disappeared. But here's who I have: KD8 NEO, KZ8TG was in and out, W8HRF also in and out, and Nick's brother from another mother. I hope I got that right. W2JLS was, and my neighbor, by the way, W2JLS was also in and out. Daryl, go ahead, and then I'm going to pick up the rest of you guys. I know there was a few. There was a couple more. KD8 NEO, Daryl, go ahead. This is AA8CS.
Yeah, okay, I doubled up with someone there, KD8 NEO, say good morning to all there. And talk about leaves, when we was kids, we used to have a great time in the neighborhood. You know, we used to pile them up and run our bikes through them and everything. We used to burn them in the day, but I can't do that now. And we lived in a good neighborhood, and we had a neighbor that his brother, his birthday, you know, and he had this Volkswagen Bug, and he got all of his kids in the neighborhood to gather up the leaves and cover that thing up. You know, everybody on the block yards looked so clean, and there was this huge pile of leaves in this guy's driveway. And that was something wonderful. You know, we took pictures of that and laughed that off. With that, Gary, thanks for doing the net. KD8 NEO.
All right, Daryl, very good. Yeah, I remember that. You know, back then we didn't have iPads and cell phones and screens to look at and social media and any of that stuff. And basically, we didn't have a whole lot of toys either. So whatever was available, whether it was leaves or anything else, that's what we played with. So, amen. Great memories there. KD8 NEO. All right, that's all I had as far as activity or active stations. Check it. That we had three in and outs: KZ8TG, W8HRF, and W2JLS. Who did I miss? This is AA8CS. Standing by.
KF8 CLO, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie Lima Oscar, Mark from Middlefield.
Whiskey
Whiskey 8 Tango Delta.
KD8 SLG with a recheck.
All right, nicely done. KF8CLO's in there, Mark. W8TD, there you are. We were listening. We were waiting for you. K4OG has bated breath or something like that. Maybe it's just bad breath, but nevertheless, he was waiting for you as well. And KD8SLG with a recheck. Let's get our recheck in there real quick. KD8SLG with your recheck. Good morning again, Nick. Are your ears burning?
AAHCS, KD8SLG. My ears are always burning, Gary. I just wanted to jump in and say, yeah, light pollution is a real thing for sure. Even down here, the view of the sky is so much better. And when we had the Aurora Borealis last summer, had some pretty good shots from down here. And all this talk about bands, I have a story. This one time at band camp, I should probably let it go. Have a fabulous Friday, Gary. We'll talk to you later on. KD8SLG, back to net control.
KD8SLG, AAHCS, yeah. What happens at band camp stays at band camp. KD8SLG. All right, KF8CLO. Mark, take it away. This is AAHCS, and then John, it's all yours.
No, this is KF8CLO, and I'm not in Middlefield today. I'm at the corner of Shaker, Van Ness, and Shaker Boulevard. So I'm way out here, and hopefully I'm sounding halfway decent. Other than that, I just wanted to check in because the last 2 days I was in the wrong spot at the wrong time, couldn't talk to nobody. So 73s and back to you. Have a good day.
All right, Mark, you're in the right spot now. It is so right. You are check-in number 42. Yeah, 42. The ultimate answer to the universe and everything. Can you imagine? A mere 2 million years to figure that out. All right, we're going to clear with KF8CLO. John? Are you into our future yet? I think that's what Mark wanted to know. Or is it your future? No, he wanted to know if you made it to our future yet. W8TD to take it. AAHCS, good morning. Or whatever it is where you are.
AAHCS and the net. Whiskey 8 Tank. Good morning, all. It is morning here. It's just we're behind you guys by 6 or 7 hours, so I think it's about 1:30 here in the morning. And this is a little different trip. Usually I can talk about the port that we just left and the port that we'll be at, arriving today or tomorrow, but the last port we were at was Skagway, and that was several days ago. And we won't be seeing dirt again until the 31st. So it's every day is much the same. We're setting the clocks back 1 hour pretty much every night. Well, every night so far. And that will continue. By the time we destinate, I think we'll be, 11 or 12 time zones behind you guys. And then somewhere in the middle, there is the international date line, and I haven't even thought about what that's going to do. But I think that'll have some effect. We'll have to see. I've never crossed it before. We've had consistent 40 knot to 50 knot winds, and the seas that kind of wind will raise. So it's been dancing pretty good. Walking is a little bit dangerous
And tonight has been the worst of it. Lots of sudden shuddering and sudden movements and stuff falling down in the closets and in the drawers. And I thought it once or twice I was going to be ejected from the bed, but I'm still here, and now it's settled down to normal. But that's it. I can't talk about places and things and people because I haven't seen any places or things or people. However, I enjoy checking in. Talk to everybody very soon, I hope. I should be around in the morning. It'll be an hour earlier for me. Same time, same channel for you guys. AA8CS in the net. Whiskey 8 Tango Delta.
W8WKY.
All right, John, very good. Hey, I got a question for you, if you don't mind. You said the next dirt that you're going to encounter on the 31st, I believe. Where will that be, and is that your destination? Over.
You know, I forget the name of the port. It's in northern Japan. And it's not the final destination because we've got that. And then 2 more ports in Japan. And the final destination is Yokohama.
All right, roger that. Boy, what a trip, man. All I want to say is arg and put a patch over my eye. Hey, enjoy and safe travels, my friend. Safe travels. You got to tell one of these days. I got to hear the whole story. That just sounds fascinating. All right, Yokohama or bust. There we go. The bus part, forget I said that. W8TD, this is AA8CS. All right, we're at the bottom here. You know, this has been kind of a dragged out net a little bit. Lots of great conversation this morning. The count is down a bit. Not too awfully bad right now. With Carrie and I, that'll make us 45, which is just about normal. But what a fabulous conversation we've had today. I've really enjoyed this immensely. I'm going to make another last call. I'm sorry, Carrie. I really do apologize, but if there's anybody else out there that wants to join this fabulous Friday Barometer Net, I want to make sure you get in here. Anybody else? This is the last call, though.
Hanging right, KB8 LNK down for the numbers. We'll be in and out. Good morning.
K4OG, final recheck.
Well, you call it, maybe I can do it. KCFQ recheck.
And why not? Really? All right. This is fabulous. Okay. We picked up Ron, KB8LNK. Ron, always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you for being check-in number 44. Carrie will be 45, and I will be 46. So that rounds it out for today. K4OG with your recheck. This is AA8CS. Mark, go ahead.
AA8CS, K4OG, thanking W8TD for that travels explanation. I was just hoping he would cross over into the international date line so he could be able to tell me if I was going to win the fox hunt tomorrow. That's all. I don't want him to tell me where the fox is, but if I was going to be a winner. That's all. Thank you, Gary. K4OG, back to net.
All right, Mark. I already know. And you are a winner. Trust me, you are a winner. All right, we're going to clear with K4OG. KC8FQV, Mark, your final recheck. This is AAACS. Go ahead, Mark.
Right, KCFQV. Well, everyone does a great job. You know, even the people that are checking in and out, I just hope that they stick around long enough so that the net controllers, if they need them to repeat it, that they can get a repeat on them. They're in and out, you know. That's great that they all do check in. But just stay around long enough to make sure you get your mark on the stovepipe or whatever the net controller is permitted to mark it on. And, you know, it's just a great group. So that's all I had there, Gary. KC8FQV.
All right, Mark, very good. You know, we don't have that many in and out check-ins. I just counted them up as you were making your comments there. We had 9 today, which that's not many, really, if you think about it. And a lot of times people just can't wait around. That's why I really try to emphasize if you're mobile or if you are on a short leash, let me know, and I really do try to accommodate. Yesterday, as I said, we had 4 in and out check-ins at the very end that took us. Let me look back here. That was 44 through 47. Those 4 check-ins put us to 50 yesterday, which was phenomenal. So there you go. But it's not even a number count. For me, anyway, it's like today was just a quality net. There was just fabulous conversation. It's just a good, wholesome, fabulous, information-laden net. So that's what I look forward to. All right, with that, let's go to the closer out of the right field bullpen. Here he comes, glove in hand, cat on. His hat is on backwards, by the way. I don't know what that means. W8CTM to take it. AAHCS on this end.
Good morning, Gary, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there on this fabulous Friday morning. Great net, Gary. There was a lot of good conversations there, and the one that really brought up my memory was birthday cakes. And my birthday is Christmas Eve, and it's not a good time of year to have a birthday, believe me. But I loved it. I did get a birthday cake every year, but usually my birthday present was, well, go pick something from under the tree, and that'll be your birthday present. So that was good, but it was always good because I got to see all my cousins and aunts and uncles. They would all come over for Christmas Eve, and it was a great time. I don't deny that. It was just a fun time. But then really in March, my brothers had their birthdays. They were March 19th and 25th, and they would celebrate I would get a birthday present in March with my brothers. So I made out. In Christmas Eve on my birthday, I would always hope I got what I really wanted for Christmas. I would hope that was the present I was picking out. But it is what it is. But it was a great time. Always a great time. Anyway, I really don't have anything else this morning. I do want to ask everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do. Put a smile on your face and somebody else's. That's a great thing to do. So with that, I'll just say 73. This is W8CTM, Gary at Portage Lakes, and we'll turn it back to AA Custom Select. And Gary, you can wrap it up and do what you got to do there. Great net, everybody, no doubt about it. A lot of good conversations, and I'm glad we got to hear John there where he's at out in the seas, in the rough seas at that. But that'll be something. That would be a great trip to go to Japan on a cruise ship. That would be fun, I think. Anyway, everybody have a great day, and we'll turn it back to you, Gary. 73 on. Everybody have a great day. Fabulous Friday for sure. Have a good one. And over to you, Gary.
W8WKY.
You know, Gary, I people with Christmas birthdays, sometimes I hear them complain about that, but if you think about it, you're really celebrating around Christmas time. So I would think a Christmas birthday would be pretty fabulous. I mean, as long as they take time out of the Christmas celebration to lend a little bit of love your way, having a Christmas birthday. But boy, decorations and celebration and people coming over and, all the Christmas festivities just kind of add maybe to your Christmas birthday. I mean, that's kind of my thinking about it. And I did want to comment on my dad telling me that what he got for his birthday was a spanking. That was my dad talking, and if you know my dad, he could spin a yarn. But anyway, lots of fun, and as you mentioned, it was a great net today. I just totally enjoy this. 46 check-ins today. Yeah, 46, not too awfully shabby. I do want to remind everybody, though, that this net does meet regularly Monday through Saturday, starting at the ungodly hour of 7 a.m. I'll tell you, at 7 a.m., man, it's like I'm just flurrying, whatever that word is, my sails at that point, and I make huge errors in the morning. AMX, though, for JAX this morning was a classic. Anyway, we do meet at 7 a.m. We run sometimes a little more, like today. Be a regular check-in. Keep this wonderful net alive. This is the W8WKY repeater on 147.39 megahertz, located in Doylestown, Ohio, with a PL of 114.8. My name is Gary. The call here is Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra Custom Select in some circles, and I return this repeater back to regular and standard amateur radio use. 73 all, take care. Have a fabulous Friday, because it is. AA8CS is clear.
Great job, everyone. KSUB-QV. And Sadie says, finally. I know Sadie is just anxiously, just anxiously there. So that's a good group here. Nick and everyone else. Hopefully everything goes good for Nick and Audrey. Yeah, and everything goes good for everyone. So, KSUB-QV.